In today's video, I'm going to show you how I made this much money in 30 days while being a full-time college student. With the new school year just around the corner, I'm sure many students are trying to figure out how they can make some extra money with inflation and gas prices being so high. So this is how I did it back in April of last school year. So I'm going to go over 4 methods in this video of how to make money as a full-time college student. You could do all of them, you could do some of them, you can do none of them. It's really up to you. This is just how I made that amount of money in 30 days. So the first option I have for you is get a job on campus. This can be a variety of things. You could work in the library, you could work in the dining halls. I worked in the dining halls the fall quarter of my freshman year. It's not for everybody. I thought it was a good experience. The top job for me at least, and that's what I'm currently employed at, is working as a community service officer, or a CSO for short. Some schools might call it something else, or they might have a different program. Basically, it's where students are employed through the local police department if your campus has a police department. You work together on campus security and event management, just ensuring the safety of your fellow students. Some upsides of this job is it does pay decently well. Obviously, every organization at every school is different, but at UC San Diego, for the starting position, you get paid $17.50 an hour. Another plus is you get priority registration for classes, so you get to enroll before the majority of the student body. So if there's a difficult class you're trying to get, you can get that class for sure. And another upside is you just get to meet a lot of new people. Obviously, your fellow CSOs, but you also get to meet people as you guard the library, work events at the Birch Aquarium. Really, you could just meet a lot of new people. Some downsides of this job, however, is the hours are kind of whack. Most of our shifts go from 7 at night to 1:30 in the morning. There are some overnight shifts that go from 11:15 at night to 7:15 the following morning. Obviously, if you're a night owl, you could choose to work those shifts, but they're not for everybody. I remember the first time I worked them, I was dead tired the entire time. The sky's becoming blue again. The birds are chirping. We're both tired. I think I'm gonna go to the gym. Tough leg day after a day like this. Didn't do this before. Quick fit check. Oh. It's morning. We're waiting for our replacements who haven't shown up yet. Another thing about the CSO position is it did take me a long time to get hired. It took a couple months and then a couple weeks of training. So you just have to be prepared for that for when you want to start making money. I know working in dining halls takes less training and working at the library takes even less, but it's just about what campus job that you choose to work. I would give working on campus an 8 out of 10 overall. It's convenient because they know your schedule, but sometimes it does get in the way, but you're making money, so that was method 1 of making money. And over the 30-day period, this is how much I made in total from that job, not including taxes. I don't know how taxes work. That's something for next year, David, to figure out. Option 2 that we have for college students is do some tutoring. Chances are, if you're in college, you know more about a certain subject than somebody else, so tutor them in it. I know for me, I personally do online tutoring for a couple kids at my old high school back home. You could really do this with anybody. You could tutor high school kids, you could tutor college kids. I personally tutored in physics and pre-calculus, but you could pretty much tutor in whatever you want, history, biology. It all depends on your experience level in the course and kind of how you want to set up tutoring those people. Positives of this is you could set your own hours, your own rate. You could pretty much be your own boss. Some negatives though is you do have to manage your time. You might not have as much business compared to working a job. It might be kind of odd hours depending on who you're tutoring. Over the 30-day period, this is how much I made in total from tutoring. For the tutoring, I give it a 9 out of 10. It's pretty easy. If you want to work more hours, you can. I just decided to only take on a couple clients because it was a hectic time during school and that doesn't really work around your schedule. Option 3 is very similar to option 2, and that is to get into freelance. You probably have a skill that you're better at than somebody else, whether it's card making, video editing, subtitling, copywriting. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do. You basically sell your services to people directly. You can do this on Fiverr, I know, or you could just go directly to the client that you want. So what I did for my freelance careers, I became a video editor. I took the advice from one of my YouTuber mentors, Ali Abdal. I'll show the clip right now of what he said.
Being a permissionless apprentice. So what you could do, for example, is you could find a YouTuber that you like who's maybe on 50k to 250k subscribers. You can download one of their videos from YouTube and you can edit it in a different way. You can add in some more lower thirds, some effects, some titles, some transitions, some background music. And then what you can do is you can reach out to that YouTuber on Twitter or Instagram or email and say, hey, I'm a video editor. I would love to edit videos for you. Here is an example of what I've done using some of your content. And if you do this with just a handful of YouTubers, I can basically guarantee that at least one of them will respond and be like, oh my God, that sounds sick. So A, they've already seen your skills because you've edited their video without permission. B, you're giving them this free trial so they can see how you're doing. And then if all that goes well, they're going to be paying you lots of money to edit their videos.
So I basically took his exact advice and I just decided to cold message an influencer. I knew their content really well. I edited one of their YouTube videos into an Instagram reel and sent it to them as an example of my work. And I said, hey, if you like what I did, you could hire me for more stuff and we can get a partnership going. And I didn't hear back. Aww. At least not right away. So during the 30-day challenge, didn't get a response. But after that, we actually did end up working together this summer. So you could check out some of the posts that I edited right here. An example, like 1 month's worth of freelance is this much. At least this is what I've made. This is from this client, a couple other clients. Once again, the upsides to work like this is you get to make your own hours, you get to set your own rate, be your own boss. Some of the negatives though is you do have to deliver on the promise that you made to the customer or the client within like a timely manner of when they want it due. But besides that, I would say it's a great method for making money as a college student. For the freelance, I give it a 9 out of 10. It did take some time to get off the ground, but once it was there, you have like a client base that you can message about work and kind of network and really build kind of like a future side hustle / business for yourself even when you're out of college. And the fourth and final method I have for making money is to sell your body. For science. Chances are if you go to a research university, there's a bunch of studies and research groups that are looking for people. It'd be anything from like a short survey to putting you in an MRI machine or a sleep study. There's really a wide variety of stuff, so whatever you're comfortable with signing up, you have the chance of getting paid by them. Now they do vary. Some are like as short as an hour to, I think my roommate went to one that was like 2 days long, and they do pay you. Sometimes it's just food, sometimes it's $30, sometimes it's $300. Wide variety. Some positives of this is pretty much don't have to do any work. You just kind of show up, go through whatever tests. Some negatives of this is that it's very inconsistent. So there's not like a constant stream of income, if you would. It's just about when they post up the signups, how filled it is, and what the demand is. So it's kind of random in that respect, but it is a viable option for some people to make money. Now, unfortunately, during the 30-day period, I signed up for 3 different studies, and one of them got back to me, but they said I didn't qualify. So obviously it's not accessible to everybody, but if you are eligible, by all means, offer your body for science. So in total, over the 30-day period, I made this much money across my 4 streams of income. Some worked out better than others, some didn't pay out at all, and some have a future for the next couple years, even when I'm out of college. So those are my 4 methods to making money. By all means, use some of them, don't use any of them, start an OnlyFans, I don't know, whatever you want to do. If you found any of this video helpful, please give a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new. We're all about self-improvement and unlocking your potential. So if you want to see other things that you can do besides making money, check out this playlist of my 2020 challenges. Alright, catch you guys in the next one.